Right, Izzi, Yellowjackets returning home this weekend to open GNAC play against Northwest Nazarene. First, talk about the most recent road trip you were on in California. Ended it with a big win in double overtime there against Academy of Art.
Yeah, we did. Obviously, we fell to San Francisco State, unfortunately, in the first game, which wasn't ideal, but it helped us, think over some of the kinks that we have to fix. And then I think we implemented them well in the second game. Obviously, we don't want it to go to overtime and have that anxious moment, but thankfully, Spang was able to get in the right place at the right time and put it in. But I think that we counted on a lot of the things that we wanted to work on in the second game, and thankfully led to a win before GNAC starts. One thing that we did take from this weekend is that when we put our subs in, the tempo stayed the same or even got higher. So I think that, and a lot of those players are freshmen and they're coming in as impact players, they're raising their energy and stuff. And then we've also got some new players, new faces who are playing the whole 90 minutes or 100, 110 minutes, depending on how long the game lasts. So I think that they're understanding what it takes in terms of the stamina and the mindset you have to keep for a whole game. And they're learning that they truly do have some pivotal roles on this team this year.
How has it been for you personally coming back? A tough injury last year, and you're back into a starting role this season, and you've got a lot of good support around you.
Well, I was ecstatic at first. Sometimes even if I feel like I need a sub, just to know how long I've been out and how much I wanted it. I think that's what's helped me, play pretty much every minute of every game. I like my central position because I can see everything. You can be involved in attacks, defense, set pieces and stuff. So just to be involved as wholesome as I am, it's exciting for me, and I just hope that I can do a good enough job for the team, especially once GNAC starts, to be consistent. Well, obviously we've got 2 consecutive home weekends coming up. Northwest Nazarene, then we have Concordia, who is new to the conference, and Western Oregon, who unfortunately we fell to last season early in conference play. So I think having them at home this year is going to be big. So we start with NNU this Saturday, and I think that being able to focus on this singular game this weekend, obviously we'll always focus on the Thursday game first and then the Saturday, but to have a whole week of training prior to the game on Saturday, I think that we're going to be able to really work on attacking plays, defensive plays, how we play at home. We can dominate the field with we've got one of the largest fields in GNAC, and hopefully we can just expose them and get a solid, confident win, one that's not going to go to overtime and one that we can walk off the field knowing that we're prepped and we're kicking off season correctly. I guess after playing half the season last year, we had a bit of a bumpy start, so having that and then some of the next weekends, we had a big win at home against SPU, which we want to have again this year. And so my build-up to what I want to be able to do this year is just leave everything from the past 18 years, I think something that is important when it's your last year is to remember that to play for yourself and your seniors, but to try to give your team the best season for them to run on to. You have to think about people who are going to be seniors next year, people who are going to be seniors after them. And so whatever standards we set this year, it's going to set the tempo for the years to come. And I think that if you're truly going to dedicate yourself to a team, it's not just how you're going to finish your career with them, it's how you're going to set up the people's careers in the future. So to put us on the highest pedestal we can is going to be my individual and I'm sure the team's goals for this year.
SFSU was definitely a tough game, and we didn't put away what we needed to put away in the attacking half of the field, and we took what we learned from that game and put it in the next game and came out with a win and pushed through together and just fought with heart and went home with a win.
Against Academy of Art, 30 shots offensively. You guys were really clicking, it looked like, and you held on for a big overtime victory. Talk about what it means to win a game like that, a golden goal from Jessica Spang, and just how much hard work goes into a game like that.
I think it definitely plays a lot into your mental toughness, because you have to play, you have to keep going, you have to keep pushing, as well as an individual, but as well as a team, and we all have to stay in it. We all have to want it as much as the next person next to us, and we have to fight for each other as well as ourselves. And I feel like we did a good job in that game, as well as we could have put more shots away, and we definitely is something that we are going to work on and fix. But I think Jessica did a really great job, and as well as the rest of the team, in staying in it and finishing out with a win, and it was good to go home with a win. It's definitely nerve-wracking coming in as a freshman and going into such a competitive league, and having Caitlin and Carrie has helped so much with their leadership, and they're both captains, and they both are very good at what they do.
I'm looking forward on your schedule this week. Only one game, but it is a GNAC game, the first GNAC game of your career. What do you know about this league, having not played in it yet, but in terms of a conference game, what are you looking forward to this weekend?
I've heard it's very competitive and very physical, and me as well as the rest of the team is prepared for that, and definitely excited to go out there and push our hardest and show what we got, because we have a lot of potential and we know we want to win, and we have the heart, and we're going to bring that to the table.
This is a team, the Yellowjackets, you saw them make it to a GNAC championship tournament last year when you were in high school. Knowing that the team has the potential to get there, how does that motivate you this year to get back in your first college season?
It definitely motivates me in wanting to push as much as I can myself and get better just for my team, and push for all the girls that I know want it as much as I do. And I've just seen, just knowing them, they all each individually have that heart, and you can see how much they love the game and how much it means to them and how much they want to push themselves, and it makes me want to push myself even more to get our goals done and be able to have a really successful season.
I think we split those two games, one win, one loss. Definitely the San Francisco game was a tough physical game, and I think we responded really well in the second half. If I'm correct, we created 11 shots and got a goal. We were very close of getting a second goal and going into overtime. The second game against Academy, I was happy. We obviously won in the overtime. It was a great a hustle by Ash, saving the ball and connecting with Jessica Spank. Definitely happy with the way we created chances. I think we had about close to 30 shots. We just need to work a little bit more on putting them away. But it was definitely a good experience. Two good games, and that's kind of what we were looking for to get us ready for GNAC this Saturday. I think we definitely are a dangerous team. We stay pretty organized in the back, and we're creating a lot of chances, which is always good. Obviously, in GNAC, it might be a little bit more difficult to score a goal or score goals. But I'm definitely happy the way we started the preseason, and yeah, I'm definitely excited about Saturday and playing NNU at home.
Northwest Nazarene, that'll be your first conference opponent. Just one game this week, Saturday at Yellowjacket Field. Your thoughts on facing that team, what you've seen from them improvement-wise over the last couple of seasons?
Oh, NNU is a very good team. They're with the newer coach, they're definitely a very physical team, and definitely better than in the past. So we need to come out strong and face that challenge and be physical with them as well. Any game is tough in GNAC, so it doesn't matter the record, how they're done in the past or how they're doing now. Every game will be a challenging game, and we just need to come out with the right attitude and win the games.